Fox 10 Gulfstream. This is Next Weather.
All right, here's what we're tracking across the Gulf Coast with our forecast. More of the same in the short term, but big changes down the road. And here we go. All right, mild temperatures around tonight, just a few scattered clouds. An east wind tomorrow. We've had that all week. That means rough surf and rip currents. And then a big front rolls through in time for Halloween. Here's what we're seeing at the beaches first. The danger of rip currents through Saturday. Of course, it's starting to get a little cooler with the water temperatures, but with the air temperatures up around 80, some folks may be tempted to try and swim. It's just not safe with that easterly wind and that outgoing tide too. Taking a look at the satellite radar picture around the area, puffy cumulus clouds, quiet as far as rain. If we see any rain going forward, maybe a brief sprinkle, but generally we're just talking about cloud cover and pretty stable conditions. That'll continue on through Friday. Same thing, maybe a brief sprinkle and some cloud development, but looking mainly dry. Forecast temperatures tomorrow at 82 in Mobile, 80 in Fairhope, mid 80s inland like we've been seeing. Temperatures running well above average and not records, but getting close to that as we'll see temperatures steady in the mid 80s in the inland spots, right around 80 close to the coast. Looking ahead over the next 7 days, we do expect to see quiet weather through Sunday, with the highs in the 80s. Monday, we probably won't make it to 80. A front's coming through, and we drop down to 50 Monday night, and then it really gets a lot colder next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, in time for Halloween. We got a big time front moving into the area. And for more on what to expect this weekend and with a lot of the pre-Halloween celebrations that are going on, here's meteorologist Jennifer Lambers.
Well, it may only be Wednesday, but I'm already looking ahead towards the weekend, and I'm sure many of you are. So let's go ahead and talk about what you can expect for the next couple days ahead of us. Now, first off, the Greater Gulf State Fair is back, and it begins in Mobile this Friday and continues on into the weekend. These are going to be the temperatures reflective around 7 o'clock every single night. Mild on Friday, but mostly clear throughout the entire weekend, and most importantly, staying dry. Now, if you like warmer fair weather, this weekend is when you want to go. However, if you prefer colder fair weather, just wait. The long range forecast is looking more your style. Now let's talk about some college football. Auburn hosting my Mississippi State Bulldogs. In case you're heading on up towards Auburn, upper 70s for that kickoff. Temperatures still warming up, however, lower 80s by halftime, and then upper 70s once things are wrapping up. Just a reminder, Alabama off this weekend. Now South Alabama here at home hosting the Ragin' Cajuns. Temperatures around kickoff, lower 80s, but they'll only begin to fall throughout the rest of the evening. Lower 70s by the time things are wrapping up, staying clear and staying dry. Now here on the Florida Panhandle, Boo at the Zoo taking place at the Gulf Breeze Zoo. Temperatures 80 degrees both days. Sunshine looking fantastic in case you're going to be heading on down towards Gulf Breeze. And then back in Mobile County, Boo at Bellingrath taking place. That's going to be from 1 to 8 o'clock. Now temperatures to begin around the trick-or-treating on the warmer side, but by the time that movie begins around 6:30, skies are clearing, temperatures are falling, and it's looking fantastic. A great time still for some hot chocolate out there. Now, looking ahead, here's where you need the hot chocolate, and that's going to be for actual Halloween day. We have a cold front coming in, and luckily the timing continues to push up on this, so temperatures will be falling. Trunk or treats this weekend. It's going to be warm. You don't need to layer up. However, looking ahead to next Tuesday on actual Halloween, that's when the layers will be needed. So make sure you're planning ahead, especially get those costumes ready now that we're looking at more cooler conditions coming here just in time. We'll continue to monitor and keep you updated right here on Fox 10. Reporting in studio, meteorologist Jennifer Lambers, Fox 10 News.
Here's what we're seeing in the tropics. I want to show you something here that's been extraordinary that happened in the Pacific within the last 24 hours. Otis was a tropical storm. There were tropical storm warnings up for places like Acapulco, Mexico. And what happened was, in about a 24-hour period, this went from a tropical storm to a Category 5 hurricane. The intensification was explosive with this system, and so it caught a lot of folks by surprise. They were prepping for a tropical storm and they got a Cat 5. It is now weakening over Mexico, and here's a look at that track. You can see right about here is where it started to undergo this rapid intensification, moved in right to the east of Acapulco proper, and now moving over the mountains of central Mexico and dissipating. But a lot of flooding, mudslides, and of course a ton of wind damage with Cat 5 winds at 160 65. That's no joke. Taking a look at Tammy, a hurricane here in the Atlantic, and it's actually defied expectations and is a little stronger than we expected, but it's also heading north. It's gaining latitude and it's about to run out of warm water, which means it will weaken as it merges with a front and become a non-tropical low, drifting in the direction of Bermuda this weekend, just kind of hanging out there. So that's an update on the tropics. Our forecast looks like it'll be a lot colder around here by Halloween. We'll keep you posted on that here on Next Weather and on Fox 10 News.